Hey sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. In this video, I'm going to show off the 7 Wade Boggs cards of the day that I posted on social media last week. Now, for these 7 cards that I posted last week, they're all going to look fairly similar. These are from 2006 Upper Deck Epic, and they are Epic materials. Now, Boggs has 2 different versions within this set. They're all game-used jersey cards, but there are a ton of color parallels. Some of them are easier to detect than others, but I'll show you what I mean when I turn the camera around and show off those 7 Wade Boggs cards of the day. All right, the first 2 cards I'm going to be showing off are 2006 Upper Deck Epic Materials Blue Parallel. So here is the blue. As you can see, it is a picture of Wade Boggs in a home jersey. So that's going to be important here to distinguish the different parallels here. So Boggs has 2 cards in the Epic Materials. One featuring a image of him in a Red Sox home jersey. Now this is the blue. Some of these may be hard to show up on camera, but it's basically the color along here that sort of surrounds the game-used jersey piece, all right? So you may be able to pick up, like right there, that's blue, okay? And these are serial numbered out of 99. Here's the standard back of the card. And if you notice, this section here is also blue. Now, this is one that's fairly easy to determine which color parallel there is. Obviously, the serial number in most cases help identify if you have the checklist to know which all the parallels are. You know that blue is out of 99. Now, the second version is the same thing, but here he's featured. Now, I don't know whether every player has 2 cards, sort of like a home and away version, but this one's here pictured in a away Red Sox uniform. And what I found with some of these, now this is not an instance here, but for the most part, and you'll see as I go over these cards, and you'll see a lot of these not only this week, but probably the next 2 videos I do, because there are a lot of different color parallels here in this set. But a lot of the versions with him in an away uniform, they're a gray jersey piece. So at first, when I started collecting these, I thought, all right, all the ones with a home jersey had a home jersey piece, and all the copies with an image of an away uniform had an away gray jersey piece, but that's not the case. This is, in most cases it is, but in this case it's just looks like a home Red Sox jersey piece. So these are the 2 blue parallels out of 99. All right, the next one that we're going to get into is the dark green. Now, what makes this somewhat complicated, maybe not the dark green, but there's a dark green, a green, and a light green. And there are, I think it's a dark orange, orange, and light orange. Again, lots of multiple colors, but some of them have a dark and a regular and a light version. And some of the dark and light have the same serial numbers. So it's really, really hard to determine, is this a dark or a regular color or a light color? So I've picked up doubles of a lot of these cards thinking that it was one color I needed and turned out to be either a lighter or darker shade of the parallel. So this was a very frustrating set to work on. I have most of all the different parallel versions. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 that I'm missing, but this is the dark green, and these are serial numbered out of 50. As you can see here, let's see if I can get it in the light. You can see it sort of like looks a little rainbow here. So sometimes even in a glare or up to the light, you can't quite make out the color, but primarily right there is that darker green, and you can sort of hopefully see it there. If I don't shine the light right on it, it looks a little dark green. And also what helps is the back here, just like that blue, this section here is more of a darker green. So this is the first version, the home image version, and then here's the away uniform version, both serial numbered out of 50. And as you can see here, this is looks like an away jersey piece, but the home picture also has an away jersey piece. So I think it's just a haphazard, whatever piece they came across, put in the card. Wouldn't surprise me if there are copies out there of the version in a home uniform to have a white jersey piece, and some of them have gray, and vice versa. All right, so the next color we have is orange, or dark orange, I should say, because there is a orange version as well, but this is the dark orange. And these are the ones that tend to be a little confusing, because if you can see here, if I can get it to these foil cards really have a hard time focusing. Okay, serial numbered out of 185. That seems to be a very common serial number for a lot of these different colored parallels. And so you'll get, say, a dark orange and an orange, maybe even a light orange out of 185. And then you got to decide, is this dark, regular, or light? So you can see here, without too much glare, that it is an orange color foil there. And then the back, you have, now to me, that doesn't look too dark of an orange. But there's a regular orange and I think a light orange, and it is very confusing. And it wouldn't surprise me if I have a card in here somewhere that maybe I thought was a dark and is a regular. But I'm pretty sure I have, like I said, one of most of the colors, all the colors. And there is the away jersey version. And these are separate card numbers. If you can see here, this is the Red Sox one, and it is serial numbered, or card numbered, EMWB1. And the away jersey version is EMWB2. So these are two separate cards within the checklist. It's not different, variations of one card. They are two separate cards. And this is the dark orange. All right, and then the last card, I don't have its complement. That's going to be next week with pairings of 2 and 7 days of the week. You're going to get an oddball that runs into the next week. But this is the dark purple. Again, there's a regular purple coming up, but this is a dark purple. This one's serial numbered out of 145. This one happens to be a home jersey piece. But you can make out that sort of dark purple color there. And again, on the back, you can see that dark purple shaded area there to designate that this is the presumably dark purple version out of 145. So again, we have dark purple, we have dark orange, we have dark green, and we have dark blue. So would love to know in the comments, or any of these colored parallels, any of these colored versions, your favorite. Again, as a super collector, these may not be exciting cards to pick up. They look very similar, but they're different cards, different parallel versions that as a super collector I want to have in my collection to try to get as many different cards that I can. So would love to know if any of these color versions are your favorite. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.